say some creatures hide in plain sight, but what happens when skinwalkers reveal themselves? From shape-shifting beings caught in the act to terrifying skinwalkers imitating pets, here is part 2 of the 30 most convincing skinwalker encounters caught on camera. Some dogs, especially when caught in low light or mid-snarl, can appear almost monstrous. Glowing eyes from a camera flash, bared teeth, and rigid posture transform them into something eerie, even if they're just startled or being protective.
Luna does not like when I go to work. I'll see you later, Peppy.
Scary-looking dogs often appear aggressive due to posture or behavior, which can indicate fear or territorial instincts. Approaching them without caution can provoke defensive reactions. It's safer to observe body language from a distance and respect their space to prevent conflict.
I'll see you.
In the right moment and lighting, even familiar animals can take on a terrifying form, reminding us how easily nature's gentler faces can shift. A parrot owner is relaxing in her living room when, out of nowhere, she catches her parrot saying something creepy. At first, she ignores it, but after things slowly start getting out of hand, she decides to record this.
I'm gonna get it, baby. I think you're gonna bite my toes.
No. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Oh my gosh.
Parrots repeating unsettling phrases, especially in quiet, dimly lit rooms, can leave anyone chilled. Some mimic past owners, alarms, or whispered voices with eerie accuracy, creating the illusion of someone else in the room. It's unsettling in a way you don't expect.
A little bit. You're just so strong. You're so strong.
What's the matter?
I don't want you to bite me.
No.
It's easy to forget parrots only mimic what they've heard, until they repeat something no one remembers saying. In this next encounter, a man decides to relax in front of his porch at night, trying to catch a breeze while relaxing. Moments later, he hears strange sounds coming from the distance. A few seconds later, he records and catches this on film.
You told me like this, Lord, we know you know, and Lord, you can hear the visions and dreams concerning.
In Navajo folklore, a skinwalker is a malevolent shapeshifter believed to transform into animals, often for dark purposes. Sightings often involve eerie howls, unnatural movements, and glowing eyes, leaving those who encounter them with an overwhelming sense of dread and fear.
He's gonna call me when you lay down at night.
Oh my god, there it is, Mike. It came back. Oh my gosh.
Some sounds echo through the night like warnings, especially when followed by something watching, waiting, just beyond the trees. A man is just trying to complete some work in the office when suddenly he starts hearing strange noises from outside. He decides to check the CCTV camera footage to see what's causing the noise. What he sees next leaves him speechless. Security footage sometimes captures pale figures drifting through empty halls or objects moving without cause. These brief, silent moments spark fear and fascination, especially when no logical explanation fits what the cameras appear to have recorded late at night. Not every noise outside the window is just the wind. Sometimes it's something watching back. In this terrifying encounter, a man is driving down a clear road when, out of nowhere, he is forced to slow down after seeing a silhouette in the woods. Upon closer inspection, he realizes the true danger that he just put himself in.
Buddy! How you doing? Oh! Just some cruisers, man!
Stopping your car near someone acting strange can put you in unexpected danger. Their behavior might be a lure masking harmful intent or mental instability. It's safer to keep driving and report the situation to authorities from a safe distance.
That's crazy shit. It's crawling at me like it's goddamn...
What seemed like a harmless figure in the woods quickly becomes a reminder that some encounters should be avoided at all costs. A man sleeping in the middle of the night wakes up to unusual sounds coming from his backyard. At first, he ignores it, but as the sounds continue to disturb him, he checks the security cameras only to find out the true nature of the sounds. Skinwalkers caught on CCTV are often seen as unsettling with their ability to mimic human or animal forms. These encounters typically remain unexplained, fueling the eerie mystery. The eerie, unnatural movements captured by cameras only deepen the unsettling fear surrounding them. What was once dismissed as a harmless noise soon reveals a terrifying presence, leaving the man with more questions than answers about what truly lurks in the dark. Despite their size, small dogs can produce surprisingly terrifying sounds. Their high-pitched barks or growls, combined with sudden, frantic energy, can make them seem far more menacing than they actually are. This contrast adds to the unease they can create. The startling sound small dogs make can provoke fear or confusion, especially at night or in unfamiliar situations. This can lead to defensive reactions, triggering anxiety in people or even causing unwanted attention from larger animals or aggressive individuals. Though their size suggests otherwise, these little dogs can transform a quiet moment into something unsettling, leaving you questioning the true nature of what just happened. This man decides to pull his phone out and record after he hears a dog barking outside his house. At first, he gets confused at what the dog is barking at, as the animal cannot be seen due to the dark. Finally, he realizes that this is no ordinary encounter.
What the hell? Did someone in the unit get a new dog? It's the middle of the night.
Mimics are creatures or entities that imitate other animals or objects to deceive or ambush. Their danger lies in their ability to blend into their environment, making them difficult to detect. This camouflage increases the likelihood of surprise encounters, often leading to unexpected threats.
Did someone in the unit get...
What begins as a simple, mysterious bark quickly shifts into something far more unnerving, leaving the man to realize the true nature of what he's facing. The following video shows a man carefully posted behind the door of his room while recording his dog. At first, nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. That's until the man decides to ask his dog to lie down. What happens next will leave you stunned.
Let me see. I'll know if she's my dog. Merlin, sit. Turn around.
Paranormal entities posing as pets often disguise themselves as familiar animals like cats or dogs to build trust. Their ability to mimic beloved companions lures people into a false sense of security, only for their true, unsettling nature to be revealed later.
Lay down. You're not my dog. My dog don't know how to do a fucking trick.
What seems like a harmless interaction takes a terrifying turn as the creature's true identity is exposed, sending a chilling reminder of the dangers hiding behind familiar faces. What started off as a normal night in this household suddenly becomes terrifying after an unexpected visitor decides to show up on their doorstep. Wondering as to what it might be? Well, watch and judge for yourself.
That's 100,000%.
Skinwalkers posing as dogs often use the animal's familiar appearance to blend in. These entities exploit the trust people place in their pets, but their unsettling behaviors or unnatural eyes can reveal their true dangerous nature when observed closely.
Oh, you can't come in!
What seemed like an ordinary night quickly escalates as the creature's odd behavior and unsettling presence reveal that all is not as it seems. Some dogs display unsettling behaviors like staring for extended periods, growling at nothing, or acting strangely aggressive. These actions may be interpreted as unusual, but in certain circumstances, they could hint at something paranormal, making them feel eerie or unexplainable. Avoiding dogs that exhibit strange or aggressive behavior is important for safety. Unpredictable actions like sudden growling or biting without cause can signal underlying issues. In some situations, these behaviors might indicate something more than just a dog's typical quirks, potentially dangerous. When dogs display strange behaviors, it's crucial to stay cautious. Their unpredictability can escalate, and what may seem like harmless quirks could mask something more unsettling. Skinwalkers are believed to use caves as hiding places due to their natural ability to blend into their surroundings. These dark, secluded areas provide cover, allowing them to remain undetected while they wait for the right moment to strike, amplifying their eerie nature. If you encounter a Skinwalker, the best course of action is to remain calm and avoid direct confrontation. It's recommended to leave the area quickly, as Skinwalkers are known to use fear against their victims. Staying silent and focused can help you avoid attracting their attention. Skinwalkers are drawn to isolated, shadowy spaces like caves, using them for concealment. If you ever cross paths, stay composed and retreat quietly to minimize risk. Some dog owners claim their pets exhibit strange behaviors, like unnatural movements or eerily human-like actions, leading them to suspect they might be Skinwalkers. These reports often describe sudden changes in the animal's behavior, eyes, and physical presence, unsettling their owners.
I just watched my 8-month-old Great Dane puppy crawl through a window.
Signs of a potential Skinwalker might include unusual behavior, such as a pet acting aggressively without cause or showing unnatural intelligence. If a dog seems to know things it shouldn't or mimics human-like actions, it's often considered a red flag.
There she is. Oh, you said, come on, show the people where you went. Where did you go? You gotta go back the way you came.
Strange dog behaviors like sudden aggression or human-like actions can cause concern, leading some to suspect Skinwalker involvement. If a pet displays unnatural intelligence or unusual instincts, it's often seen as a warning sign. What was supposed to be a normal night for this person suddenly becomes their worst nightmare after they encounter something unexpected at night. Thankfully, everything was caught on camera for us to see. Watch this. Descriptions of a Skinwalker's true form vary, but they're often said to resemble a twisted mix of human and animal. Elongated limbs, glowing eyes, and decaying skin. Witnesses describe a sickening presence as if nature itself rejects the creature's existence. When caught on camera, Skinwalkers often appear as distorted, jerking figures moving unnaturally fast. Their glowing eyes and warped features leave behind a chilling sense of dread, as if reality itself briefly falters in their presence. At the beginning of this frightening encounter, you can see a man hiking in the middle of the woods when all of a sudden he is forced to a halt. He immediately reaches for his phone to record, and what he manages to catch on film is shocking. Skinwalkers are often associated with eerie, inhuman screams echoing through the night. These sounds mimic human distress or animal cries, luring people closer. The screams feel unnatural, distorted, chilling, and filled with malice, serving more as a lure than a warning. These screams echo unnaturally, blending human and animal tones, luring listeners into the woods with a chilling, distorted intensity. The next video shows a man sitting down on the floor with his dog, as he calls it. His pet then stands up and starts walking towards him. Unfortunately for the man, his pet seems to be not behaving normally.
Hi, Steven. What are you doing? Are you... Sir?
Some pets stare into empty corners, growl at nothing, or avoid certain rooms entirely. Sudden fear, changes in behavior, or barking at unseen forces have long fueled suspicions. Some believe they're reacting to entities we cannot see, but they clearly sense.
You look scary. Please don't do this to your dad. I just want to go to bed. It's bedtime. Are we gonna go bedtime? No?
The dog's movements seem stiff, its eyes unfocused, and its body language unusually tense, suggesting something isn't quite right tonight. A hiker decides to record a sheep running through the fields in the distance. At first, nothing out of the ordinary can be seen in the video. A few seconds later, though, we are shown why the hiker was recording the sheep in the first place.
Respond while we're watching them. How do you track them? There's 2 more black dots. Cody. Oh, what the crap? Is that a...
Legends speak of shapeshifters who mimic animals with unsettling accuracy, eyes too knowing, movements too precise. These creatures blend in, watching quietly, waiting. Sometimes it's the way they don't blink or how they move just a little too human when no one's looking.
Respond while we're watching them. Alright. How do you track them? There's 2 more black dots. Cody. Oh, what the crap? Is that a guy?
The sheep's head turns sharply toward the camera, locking eyes in a way that feels disturbingly aware, unnatural, deliberate, and deeply wrong. In this next encounter, a bunch of men head into the woods at night after hearing reports of the paranormal. Immediately after entering the woods, they see strange footprints until finally, they manage to capture this on camera.
Ascolta, sentono?
Wandering into the woods at night chasing whispers and shadows invites what shouldn't be followed. The silence changes. The trees close in. What's out there doesn't want to be found, and it never forgets who went looking. The men freeze as an eerie, shadowy figure steps into view, its outline twisted and unnatural, a presence beyond comprehension. A farmer is perplexed after he hears loud banging coming from the goat enclosure in his barn. Despite this, he decides to ignore it at first. Moments later, the sounds get louder, and as he checks the security camera footage, he is stunned. The association of goats with the devil stems from ancient beliefs, particularly the horned imagery that symbolizes power and rebellion. Some believe goats can become vessels for dark spirits, especially when they display unnatural behaviors or act aggressively, fueling supernatural legends. As the footage plays, the farmer watches in horror as the goat moves in unnatural sync, its eyes glowing as if controlled by an unseen force. The beginning of this next encounter shows CCTV footage of a small compound in the middle of nowhere. In the security camera footage, an animal can be seen walking past the video when out of nowhere things take an incredibly terrifying turn. Shapeshifters caught on security cameras often appear as fleeting shadows or distorted figures, shifting too quickly to be clearly identified. The strange movements and sudden changes in form leave viewers questioning what they've witnessed, sparking fear and curiosity. As the animal passes, it suddenly distorts, its shape warping unnaturally before vanishing into the night, leaving behind an eerie silence. Homeowners rush to their windows after somebody spots a strange sight outside their homes. They immediately pull out their phones to record. What you are about to see next will leave you sleepless tonight.
He's dragging his legs. He's dragging his legs.
Skinwalkers often mimic animals like bears, using their shape-shifting abilities to create terrifying imitations. They may stalk their prey, hiding behind trees or making sounds resembling bear calls, manipulating fear and confusion in those who encounter them. The creature emerges, its shape too contorted, mimicking a bear, yet moving with unnatural agility, disturbing and unnatural, frozen in fear. This driver is just trying to get home despite a snowy and dark road when suddenly he is forced to stop after hearing something strange nearby. Instead of driving away, he decides to record, catching this terrifying creature on camera. Skinwalkers are said to take the form of unnaturally large wolves, often with distorted features, glowing eyes, twisted limbs, or fur that doesn't quite sit right. They linger in the distance, watching, waiting, and sometimes walking upright when they think you're not looking. The driver zooms in, revealing a towering wolf-like shape, its limbs bent wrong, eyes glowing. It shifts upright, freezing as headlights catch it. The woods at night are an entirely different world. Shadows twist, sounds distort, and visibility fades. You're vulnerable, outnumbered by predators, and cut off from help. Something ancient may be watching, and if it chooses to follow, you're completely alone.
Waiting over there. Could be missing out what's on the other side.
Legends say they don't just pass through the woods. They live there, hidden beneath the branches and earth. When night falls, the silence breaks with movement. They stalk with patience, mimicking cries or footsteps, waiting for someone foolish enough to listen. Branches creak behind you, not with the wind, but with weight. Footsteps echo, matching yours. Then they stop. You're not alone anymore. A man chilling near the sidewalk at night, enjoying the view of the night sky, gets interrupted after something terrifying decides to approach him. He makes the brave decision of recording it instead of running away, catching this on film. Not all dogs in the dark are what they seem. Some stand too still or move too silently. Their eyes reflect wrong, their limbs stretch too long, and when they finally speak, not bark, it's already too late to run. Darkness hides the details until eyes catch the light, unblinking. Its posture shifts, almost human. Silent steps draw closer. Then it speaks. The beginning of the video shows a man heading into the woods with only a flashlight and his phone in his hands. In the video, strange noises coming from afar can be heard. Moments later, he sees this. Wandering into the woods alone at night invites more than just wildlife. When distant cries mimic a voice you know, or when something calls your name from the trees, it's no longer just the dark you should fear, it's what's imitating you. A figure emerges from the shadows, its shape unnatural and unsettling. The air grows cold, and an eerie silence falls over the woods. The Navajo Skinwalker is a shape-shifting witch, often associated with dark magic and taboo practices. Legends describe them as individuals who can transform into animals, typically wolves, coyotes, or other creatures, and are believed to bring harm or misfortune. Skinwalkers are often described as looking like large wolves due to their ability to shapeshift into predatory animals. Wolves, being symbols of fear and danger in many cultures, allow skinwalkers to strike terror into those who encounter them in this form. Skinwalkers are shape-shifting beings, often mimicking wolves or other animals, evoking fear and bringing misfortune to those nearby. What was supposed to be a normal hunting trip for a couple in the woods suddenly becomes terrifying after they find themselves near a terrifying creature. What you are about to watch next will leave you traumatized. Skinwalkers are considered highly dangerous due to their supernatural abilities, including shape-shifting, mind manipulation, and enhanced strength. Their ability to mimic human voices and create confusion often leads victims into traps, making them a formidable threat in isolated areas. What was a routine hunting trip becomes terrifying when a couple encounters a skinwalker, leaving them trapped in fear. At the beginning of this next encounter, a rancher can be seen going through his chores for the day when suddenly he catches something strange in the corner of his eye. Upon a closer look at one of the enclosures, he sees something creepy.
This one is always just like staring at me. There he is again, staring me down. I mean, compared to all the...
Skinwalkers are believed to have the ability to shapeshift into various animals, including cows. This transformation is linked to their malicious intentions, using the creature's appearance to deceive, lure, or manipulate people. The change is said to be seamless, increasing their danger. A rancher's routine takes a terrifying turn when he notices something unsettling in his enclosure, revealing a skinwalker's disguise. Skinwalkers can take on the form of cats to blend in or deceive their victims. By mimicking familiar pets, they can approach unsuspecting people, hiding their true nature. This ability to mimic animals adds to their terror, making them harder to identify. When a skinwalker takes the form of a dog, their appearance may seem normal at first, but there's always something unsettling. The eyes might be too human-like or the movements too stiff. A deep sense of unease lingers, alerting you something is wrong. When a skinwalker becomes a dog, its human-like eyes or unnatural movements create an eerie feeling, signaling something's wrong.